Hey guys, this is Random Puzzler, and I'm with TonyCouldveBeen. I'm here today again, back at his place. So we have like a few things listed out. One of them being interacting with Alexa. It's just basically showing you guys, along with the fun conversations, you can actually learn so much stuff, especially if you don't want to go into Google and go through and peruse through articles and websites to learn some stuff, health related stuff and all that. You can just ask Alexa and it will give information. Obviously you need to cross verify that. You can't just believe everything that you're going to hear, but overall you can learn some interesting things if you have questions in mind. And with that also we're going to talk about budgeting. The TonyCouldveBeen. Go ahead, bro.
Well, I know that with Alexa, one of my coworkers told me there's this question you could ask, and Alexa would go on for like 5 minutes talking about something. I forget what the question was, but if we ask like, Alexa, what is infinity divided by 0?
Here's something I found on the web.
Yeah, that's not the question.
According to Amorite.com, infinity divided by infinity is 0.
But that wasn't the question.
Should we check the audio? Because since the Alexa went through to the mic, should we check it? Do we need to check the audio, guys? Did you get that? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna take a cut and we're gonna check it.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. We just had to do some technical difficulties and troubleshooting.
Yeah.
We were asking Alexa earlier about World War III, where people like this person right here would be drafted, whereas I, who was already in the military, was medically discharged, honorably of course, so I don't have to worry about going anywhere. But let's just say there's no pharmacy in the sandbox. You're not going to find a pharmacy out in the desert somewhere.
I actually wouldn't mind, if it comes to that, serving the country at all. If
you would train, so like you would be like in much better shape than you are even right now. Like
That's
you were
right,
trained all day. So that's all you do is train.
yeah, so afterwards I can go into bodybuilding or something.
Yeah, I guess you could.
That's right.
I mean, you get 3 hots and a cot. That's all you need. Military food though, like in the cafeteria, it's passable. And I honestly think I was always a fast eater, but it was reinforced when I joined the military because like you only have so much time to eat, so you have to eat fast. And like if they see you talking to someone, they're like, like the drill sergeants will say, like if you have enough time to talk, then you don't have enough time to eat. So like, if you're sitting there talking, you're not supposed to be talking. First of all, nobody's supposed to be talking to anyone unless
really?
higher ranks are around. Because if you're just in the bunks in the what do they call it, the dormitories or whatever you want to call it, the area where everybody sleeps, like you can start a conversation or whatever, but as soon as some brass comes in, drill sergeant, staff sergeant, whatever, like everyone goes at ease, and they some cases parade dress, and everyone shuts up.
You told me about the MREs, right? Like
Oh yeah, the meals ready to eat. You can buy these at a Army Navy store or barrack or whatever. They're actually not that bad. Some of them are passable to eat while they're cold. They give you this little heater thing. It's like in a plastic sheet, and like you just add water to it, and it starts heating up. And you put the main course, usually it's like, I don't know, like spaghetti or something. You put it in there, and it heats up.
I've seen that in quite a few YouTube videos that people make. They prepare the MREs, and I've seen they have the powdered orange, right? That you can pour in the water and
yeah. So every person usually has a canteen. I don't know, one on the left side, one on the right side, something like that. If you're caught with, instead of water, the powdered drink inside of the canteen, a lot of people did that. They thought they could get away with it, but like if they find out like your lips turn blue or something, they're like, let me see your water, and like they would dump it out because you like took it with you when the eating time was over. So technically, you're still eating, but you're not supposed to be drinking the powder you drink.
Wait. So I'm confused. So later on, they try to drink it later on. Let's say.
Yeah, because like they'd rather be drinking a juice kind of thing than just plain water. Are they? You drink so much water while training is crazy.
Right. I see.
Yeah, but like you're not supposed to carry it around with you, and like obviously they wouldn't do it in these times during the pandemic, but like some people use this trade and shit, and like germs fucking everywhere, man.
Well, was it actually good? The drinks tasted good.
Like, I mean, it tasted like powdered. Any powder, like Kool-Aid, tastes like Kool-Aid, I guess.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. The thing about the MREs, I told him this, like, a lot of people don't believe me, but like, when you eat these on a regular basis for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, when you go to a bathroom, it doesn't come out in a log. It doesn't come out in those little circles like when you're constipated. It doesn't come out like diarrhea. You shit a brick. It's literally in the shape of like a rectangle, and the reason it's that way is because like it's not diarrhea, but it's like liquidy enough that it can actually form a cube with it, or like some sort of rectangle. Yeah,
that's just gross. Yeah.
I mean, like,
I don't know, like
maybe it's done on purpose to make, because sometimes you have to go to the bathroom out in the field. So
maybe, yeah. I mean, but does it actually give you the nutrients? It has those nutrients.
Oh yeah. Because like they wouldn't give you anything that could cause potential harm. Is it the best supplements, the best vitamins? I'm not so sure, but it's enough.
Yeah. So we're gonna go into one of the primary topics of today's video, budgeting, and I'm going to let him take the stage in the beginning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, the only budgeting I know is my wins and losses from gambling, online gambling nowadays. But this is kind of a sidebar, but like I understand why some people prefer the in-person casino for the experience. Like yelling a lot, free drinks, of course, and just shopping, restaurants. I get that, but like for me, where I just want to win money, and that's all I really care about. I mean, every time you make a deposit, you cash in at a casino, whether it be online or not, you're already in the hole because you have to make more than what you started with. Yeah. I don't think people realize that. They think they throw $100, they still have $100. That's not your $100 anymore. Yeah. You're wagering it. You're risking it. At one point, when I was in Vegas, one of my landlord told me that his uncle or grandfather or something, he made 12 CD accounts, and what he would do is he was retired, so he has all his money. He would put for January, he would put 10,000 in there. February, 10,000.
I think you told me about that.
Yeah, so what happened is he just lives off the interest, and in case he needs it for emergency, it's always there. If I was, high rolling as much as that was, I would totally do it. But obviously, there are things to consider like taxes, so some people are turned off by that.
I mean, it is kind of risky, right? Like, say for instance, that particular person, right? He's actually using his own money, like 10 grand each, right? So if anything goes wrong, but then he's splitting them up.
Yeah.
So
every month he'll have like a monthly, yeah. But if he needed the emergency money, he would just have to make up for that money coming up
from the other month or something.
Yeah.
He might have to, right? Yeah, budgeting. I mean, it is very important. I have to say now, regardless of your expenses and your earnings, you have to balance them. So your expenses has to be a fraction of your earnings, not the other way around. And you have to also take into account your earnings minus the taxes, because in the US it's very important to understand these things long term and track them out, like your healthcare expenses and all that stuff. So budgeting, I feel personally speaking, it's massively important when it comes to building a life and just keeping a track of how your life is going to play out in the next few months.
Now, me personally, I'm not an expert on this, but maybe Random Puzzler here can inform you guys. What is your opinion status on stocks and investing?
Right. So I actually do crypto from time to time, even stocks. So I would say you have to really understand the statistics and the graph. Now, when it comes to stock and crypto, whatever you're investing in, you have to understand that it's no matter how much you want to predict, it's volatile. So there needs to be some sort of backup plan when you're doing this. The thing is, if you're earning X amount of money, right? I would say, depending on your circumstances, right, the max you can spend, you have to restrict it at a particular percentage. Like, say for instance, stocks and crypto combined, no matter whatever I have in savings or earnings, I'm not going to go beyond 15 to 18% of that. So I would say that, because definitely it can earn you a lot of money with Bitcoin. You know, there's a lot of people who have made a lot of profits, and even with Dogecoin. If you guys listening on this have an idea of the crypto market, right, you know what I'm talking about. But at the same time, you've seen that the graph is drastically going up and down, so you never know what's going to happen. On top of that, you need to choose a proper platform. Very important. There's so many out there, but you have to be careful, because the merchant fees and the commission fees can easily outweigh your profits if you don't provide it properly. And that's crypto. Crypto is extremely volatile and still very, very new. So you have to be careful with stocks, the conventional market. Also, whatever stock you're investing in, you have to be super careful. Like, for instance, if you talk about what happened with what was the company, bro? I totally forgot.
Enron?
No, it's a game something, right?
Activision Blizzard?
No. The company, it was stocks kind of skyrocketed.
GameStop?
GameStop, right? The Reddit thing, right?
That was a scam. That whole thing was like, I don't know how somebody thought of that they worked together like that.
Something happened, yeah. I'm not fully aware of the details. We can actually ask Alexa on that. Go ahead.
Alexa, how did the GameStop surge in stocks work?
Here's something I found on the web. According to NPR.org, video game retailer GameStop has seen its stock soar, driven higher by a group of amateur day traders on Reddit, who are taking on Wall Street hedge funds.
Well, there's your answer.
Yeah. So, but regardless of whatever happened, right, the prices soared, but only for a very limited amount of time. Now, based on that, if you start predicting things like, oh, it happened once, so it's going to happen again, there is no guarantee. That's how volatile those markets are. You know, so that's why, again, back to the same thing. I'm not going to go into too much details, but you just got to be careful, and you have to restrict to a certain percentage of your earnings or savings. Whatever you guys do, just be careful. You know.
What is your opinion on those platforms? Like, because that's what I thought you were talking about when you said platforms in regards to. I think you're talking about crypto or cryptocurrency or whatever. But the platforms I thought you meant were like Robinhood, Webull. What's your opinion about all that?
So in crypto, there's quite a few. There's Robinhood. The one that you said, I'm not too sure, but another very famous one is Coinbase. So I used to do Robinhood, but because of the place that I work in, it has some security clearances and stuff. So I had to switch to Coinbase as of right now. I would say, I mean, at the end of the day, the thing is, I mean, it's okay, but so you only get to see the critical parts of how a platform actually works when you're selling huge amounts of sums. If you're just selling $400, $500, or even like $3,000, you won't really understand what will happen. But if you're selling something worth like 400 grand, then maybe you're going to see the merchant fees coming in, like really coming in, depending on the platform. So that's why all I'm going to say is there are platforms that make you sign digital agreements. You will see what I'm talking about if you start in crypto. Make sure you go through them, make sure you read them, because once you sign digitally, it's a contract basically. So later on, if the merchant fees goes 20-25%, you cannot fight that, because you already signed a contract and agreement. So you got to be careful with that. That's all I'm going to say. In Robinhood especially, okay, there's a whole different set of online e-contracts that they make you sign when you join and start crypto, depending on the state as well, because there are certain states in the US I don't think they're still allowed, but I think they're starting in different states. So whenever you have those contracts, please make sure you read them, you go through them, because later on, if something goes wrong after you sign the contract, it'll be difficult for you to fight those merchant fees. So that's all I can say, because every platform has their pros and cons, so I'm not going to say anything good about any platform, but make sure you just go through those contracts carefully, especially where it mentions the commission fees and the merchant fees when you're selling or buying stuff.
Any opinion on E-Trade or Ameritrade, anything in particular?
I haven't used the Ameritrade platform. I'm talking about, right? There's a TD Ameritrade, and that's for the stocks and stuff. So I actually don't know much about that platform.
It's associated with TD Bank, right?
I believe so. I'm not completely sure. Let's ask
Alexa.
Yeah.
Is TD Bank tied with TD Ameritrade?
Here's something I found on the web. According to couponscodes.com, TD Ameritrade is part of TD Bank.
As a weird source, but okay.
But by the way, as we're having the conversation, guys, this is how you want to clarify facts, basically, if you're unsure of something. Just because I know you shouldn't be trusting one particular source no matter what. But if you have Alexa, just cross-verify, because it brings information from the web regardless. So yeah.
What else are we talking about? Random puzzler. First, I want to know this. We should have mentioned this in another video. What the fuck is a name like Random Puzzler? Like does that mean you put together puzzles randomly? Explain this to me.
Yeah. No, actually, so we talked about this. So I had a different name, and Tony could have been, he's a dear buddy of mine, and he mentioned that to me, that you got to choose like a distinct name to a certain extent, right? So I actually had to go through different meanings of different words and stuff. I'll tell you why I chose Random Puzzler. So puzzler, I looked up meaning, and we can also cross-verify with Alexa. Puzzler usually means somebody who likes to just solve problems, not just puzzles, basically. And being the work that I do, I actually like solving problems. And Random Puzzler is because I'm kind of subtle in different ways. So I randomly go from one topic to another topic a lot of the times, depending on what I'm working in. But in my job, it's kind of important to multitask quite a bit. It helps. So that's why I think, because I'm kind of random in different ways, and I like solving problems, at least to a certain extent. That's the reason I chose this name, Random Puzzler. So yeah. Actually, it's a good question. Let me ask Alexa in front of you guys. Alexa, what is the meaning of the word puzzler?
Here is what I found. Puzzler is usually defined as a person who puzzles. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for puzzler.
Alexa, give me more definitions for puzzler.
I have 2 more definitions for the noun, puzzler. 1. A baffling thing or problem. 2. A person who is occupied or amused by solving puzzles.
His previous channel name, unfortunately, was taken by like 20 other channels about
That's
space, because I think it was exploring space, right?
I actually love spatial, because when I was growing up, I loved physics. So, and the theory of the black holes and dark matter, it kind of always intrigued me. That's probably one of the reasons. But this channel is not really about that. So TonyCouldveBeen mentioned a really good point, and that's why I changed the name. Yeah.
See, when I first heard it, I realized your emphasis on traveling videos. So I literally thought you were exploring space of lands, feuds, and I thought that's what it meant. And then I look it up. I look up exploring space on YouTube. Obviously, all these other channels come up and they're all space related, like astronaut space related, and not like out in the open.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. No, I mean, I think this particular name, because the other thing is, I have several playlists at this moment, and I'm pretty random in my videos as well. If you guys want to check out my channel, he's probably gonna post a link or something down below. So you will see I have different playlists, like I like to work out, lift weights, even do calisthenics. We have a pet. I have some videos on that. I do a lot of travel videos. I mean, not a whole lot, but I've shown you guys like different like pathways, especially in the tri-state area. And I'm going to soon upload a video on a very spacious bridge that you should try to take instead of another bridge, and I'll mention that in the video. But yeah, that's overall the randomness of my videos. Yeah. What do you? Let me turn the tables around now, bro. Any plans of yours to invest in stocks or crypto anytime soon?
It's a good question, but
You gotta use my code though. And if you're planning,
yeah, they gave these promos, right? Promotion codes if you join a platform, like.
Not just that, so that as well as if you, and for all of you guys as well, Coinbase, if you guys want to join, right? It has questionnaires. Like if you solve certain rounds of questionnaires, they'll give you partial stocks, shares of the cryptos and stuff. Over time, you never know, which can grow into what amount of money, right? So if you have time, you can learn about those and earn some shares at the same time. And also, the promo codes of mine, which I'm not sharing at the moment with you guys, but TonyCouldveBeen can use, so we can both get some money, basically, when he signs up. So, yeah.
As far as me investing, I feel like I don't have enough assets personally. Like, hopefully at some point I'll get a new car, so that would be an asset.
Right.
There's also like I don't have I don't have a 401k. I had in the past, but it was like I wouldn't say I jump around from job to job, but I do tend to if I don't like the job, usually I'll be like there for like 6 months, which might seem a lot to some people, but I think I just get tired of it after those 6 months. But anyway, the point being is that so I don't have a new car, no 401k. I do have some money saved up, and due to my circumstances, it is not easily accessible by me. So, but like it's crossed my mind. Like I'm assuming that there was a fluctuation in the stocks when Activision bought Blizzard. Then the whole scandal about Blizzard happened. For you that play PC games, you guys might notice. I was under the impression that their stock tanked, and I don't think they recovered yet. Because
I don't know. Like, you can ask Alexa what's the price right now.
Alexa, is the Activision Blizzard stock down or up by a lot?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Benzinga.com, Activision Blizzard shares are trading lower.
Wow.
Alexa, what is the cost of
It's 11 p.m.
Alexa, what is the cost of one share of Activision Blizzard right now?
When the market closed, Activision Blizzard traded at $80.38 on the Nasdaq, down 0.4% since previous close.
Alexa, what was the peak value of Activision Blizzard stock?
Over the last 1 year.
Here's something I found on the web. According to Fool.com, share prices of Activision Blizzard, Nasdaq ATV, dropped sharply after reaching a high of $104 earlier this month.
I don't think that's that much fluctuation, but that's also kind of alarming.
Let me ask one question. Alexa, what was the maximum cost of one share of Activision Blizzard over the last 1 year?
Here's something I found on the web. According to CNBC.com, shares of Activision have lost nearly 50% of their value since hitting a 52-week intraday high of $84.68 in October.
Wow.
See, it hasn't fluctuated that much then. The max was 104 or something like that, right?
I mean, is that considered like a mid to high level kind of stock in terms of investment price, etc.?
It depends. So, to you and to the viewers watching, right, there are a few things you need to investigate basically when, like, I would say a few things that I know about. I might be wrong, and please rectify me. If you guys know better facts and stuff, because I'm also a work in progress and learning every day. There are a few things that I look out for usually when I'm getting to know stocks or crypto. Is the graph. What I mean by that is the peak value in the last 1 month, in the last 2, 3, 4 months, and the last 1 year. So from that, statistically, you can predict a little bit, not too much again, because everything is random, and that's the reason I ask these questions. I ask the question that I just asked right now. So it's very important to look at those figures if you're buying something. For instance, GameStop, right? What happened? We can actually ask Alexa, what was the maximum price of one share of GameStop?
When the market closed, GameStop traded at $153.59 on the New York Stock Exchange, down 10% since previous close.
Still pretty high. Jeez.
Yeah, Alexa, what was the minimum and maximum price of one share of GameStop over the last 1 year?
Here's something I found on the web. According to ChicagoTribune.com, GameStop shares, which traded at $25.30 a year ago, hit a 52-week high of $57.74 in mid-November when Sony and Microsoft released their new consoles.
Wait, that has nothing to do with the question. Okay.
That was probably last year. Let me ask. Alexa, what was the maximum cost of one share of GameStop in 2021?
Here's something I found on the web. According to couponscodes.com, employees can receive 25% off the cost of a one share up to a maximum of $100.
Stop. Alexa.
2021. Nice.
Alexa, what's the best time to upload a YouTube video?
Here's something I found on the web. According to brighton.ac.uk, in terms of upload times, the best times are reported to be between 12 p.m. 3 p.m. EST on Thursdays and Fridays,
What?
with weekends being earlier ranging from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Interesting.
There's no way people are only releasing videos on Thursdays and Fridays, first of all.
That was very random and interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah. No, but one other question. Alexa, what was the maximum price of one share of GameStop in 2021?
The New York Stock Exchange was closed on January 1st, 2021, due to New Year's Day. On December 31st, 2020,
Alexa,
GameStop
Yep, she's about to answer. She's about to answer. So interrupt Alexa. You know I do it all the time. But so Alexa has sensitive feelings. She doesn't like being yelled at.
All right. Alexa.
Here's something I found.
What the?
By the way, guys, do understand that this technology, Alexa, is always listening to you, regardless of whatever you think, you know. And
It's not one of the newer ones either, so that says something.
Yeah. So I would say, if you're working for a high-end company or something important, critical information that you're reading out, a conference call, which will have critical information and you're on speakers, I would suggest you turn off Alexa.
When you're not using it.
Wait, what?
When you're not using it, turn it off.
No. If you're working for that kind of organization, right, and if you're on speaker and some critical information, I would recommend turning off Alexa. Yeah, because you never know where that information is going. So.
What are we at right now? We're at 26 minutes on this video. I try to make my videos like at most half an hour long or something like that. But like the ideal time range, I believe, is like 5 to 15 minutes somewhere, depending on how much I have to talk about. The only reason I asked that YouTube upload question is one of the YouTubers I follow by the name of Review Tech USA, or RTU for short. He vehemently encourages the idea that there is a mathematically optimal time to upload a YouTube video, and he uploads 1 to 2 videos a day, and like I don't know where he gets all these topics from, but yeah, he's pretty well established, I would say. Like,
I think I've seen the channel.
He's like a bald guy. He has glasses. He used to be a lot bigger, but he lost a lot of weight.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
He does like this weird, like, random comedy stuff sometimes. Like, you know, just like jokes on the channel, running themes and gags. But
right.
Yeah.
I think he talked about this weight loss thing or something. One of the videos.
His weight loss?
Something like that.
I was under the impression Rich from RTU, his name is Rich. He completely changed his diet. Like he, as far as I know, he lost the majority of his weight naturally. He hasn't lost the amount that he really wants to lose, but like he's getting there, and he really encourages no sugar, but flavored seltzer water. So like like lime, like what do you call it? LaCroix? It's some sort of French word for this company that makes seltzer water that's flavored LaCroix. I don't know what it is, but yeah, something like that. I know certain supermarkets have their own versions of them, which are usually cheaper, but it depends. Like bubbly, there's bubbly.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's better to stay away from those. Like, I'm still trying, bro. Work in progress. So,
You want to stay away from flavored seltzer water?
like sugary drinks
sugar,
and stuff.
yeah.
Like, I'm not too much into sugary like pastries and stuff, but some of the drinks sometimes, like one of my favorites is if you guys know, it's vitamin water. Especially the dragon fruit one. I really like that one. But at the end of the day, obviously, it still has probably fructose corn syrup as well. And I never know. I have to see the ingredients, but it's sweet, so it's got to have some sort of sweetener in it. So it's better to stay away from those kind of things if you're trying to get into a healthy diet. And we'll probably make a video in the future about the nutrition and stuff. Today.
I know that me personally.
You like the seltzer waters quite a bit, yeah.
I mean, it's just cheap and something to drink when you want to avoid drinking sugary drinks. Yeah, so
Yeah.
and like water by itself, like in a bottle, everyone's biggest complaint about water is it has no taste. Like it doesn't have taste.
Well, actually, like I haven't done that in a long time. So you can, if you have cucumber at home, right, you can put that in water, or even a lemon chunk.
Yeah.
And it actually infuses the flavor, and it's not like you're drinking plain water. So
I know they do sell all that powdered shit and all that. Like there's this thing you put like a drop of like some sort of flavoring in there, and like makes the whole water bottle like different color or something.
it's just better to get like actual cucumber and just put the
Yeah, probably, yeah.
much better. So
Alright guys, well, I've said all I had to say. Is there anything else you would like to share, Random Puzzler?
no, I think I'm good for tonight. Yeah, we'll make other videos again soon.
Alright.
So,
Well, this guy needs to get the fuck out of here before it overstays his welcome. So,
I know, right? Yeah.
make sure you take care of yourselves and each other, guys.
Right.